The last few weeks have been a tumultuous time for the country, with the BJP government up to their usual tricks of divide, distract and dissuade. They passed the unconstitutional Citizenship Amendment Act, and when faced with widespread criticism and citizenship protests, BJP pretended it had nothing to do with religion or citizenship. They announced the National Register of Citizens and then immediately backtracked and acted like they've never even uttered the letters NRC.
NRC की प्रक्रिया देश भर में होगी.
And most recently, they approved the National Population Register, which they claim has nothing to do with NRC. But once again, they are lying. So how exactly are the NPR, NRC and CAA connected? It all started with the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government in 2003, when the parliament voted in favor of amending the Citizenship Act of 1955. They added a clause that stated, the central government may compulsorily register every citizen of India and issue a national identity card, and that the central government may maintain a national register of Indian citizens and for that purpose establish a national registration authority. Once this clause was added, it gave the government of the time the opportunity to begin the process of identifying citizens. Fortunately, they were voted out of the power in 2004, and the new UPA government stopped this NRC and instead focused on the National Population Register. So, what is the NPR? The NPR is essentially a count and registration of the number of people living in a particular area. It is specifically a count of the usual residents, that is, as defined by the United Nations, anyone who is living in a place for the last 6 months or plans to live there for the next 6 months. This person does not need to be a citizen. For the UPA, NPR was a means for the better targeting and implementation of government schemes. How is the current NPR different? The key difference between the UPA and NDA's NPR is the questions that are being asked. 3 new details have been added to the BJP's NPR form. NPR aims at taking account of usual residents in a particular area. So why is the BJP interested in knowing where a person's spouse lives or details about their deceased relatives? At no point in the definition of usual residence does it say that one needs to ascertain their parents' place of birth. So instead of helping plan government schemes, Modi government's NPR is aimed at identifying citizens and creating the foundation for NRC. Third, the last question is a clear infringement on privacy rights. The questions state that if available, one should provide Aadhaar number, phone number, driver's license or voter ID. The main focus here is if available. This implies that if you don't provide these numbers, you do not have these IDs, and as a result, it is no longer voluntary. With details like these being sought, it is clear that the new NPR is just the first step to NRC. So once the government uses the NPR data for NRC, they will have a ready list of people without these identifications. And this should not come as a surprise either, for BJP has mentioned this connection a number of times in the parliament, in interviews, and even in the Home Ministry annual report. And how does this all connect to CAA? As Amit Shah would say, chronology को समझिए.
आप chronology समझ लीजिए. पहले CA भी आने जा रहा है. CA भी आने के बाद NRC आएगा, और NRC सिर्फ बंगाल के लिए नहीं आएगा, पूरे देश के लिए आएगा.
CAA allows the government to hand out citizenship on the basis of religion, which stands in direct contradiction to the Indian Constitution. Then comes NPR, which helps the government gather data, including ID papers, about all the residents of India. And then finally, it's the NRC, which uses NPR data to make a final list of Indian citizens and filter out certain groups, which are then sent to detention camps, which the BJP claims do not exist. But just like the other statements, this too is a lie.
India's first detention center, which will house lakhs of people who will be declared stateless after various appeals.
No amount of propaganda videos can hide the truth about the CAA, NPR, NRC exercise that the Modi government is planning to unleash on India and the secular and democratic ethos of her constitution. It is high time BJP knows that they are dealing with aware citizens of an aware country, which has fought hard for her independence and has always defeated all attempts to divide and rule it.